dinner.
Can you tell what happened right before we went live?
Yeah,
A
of
little
course.
blooper for the reel?
Yeah, right before we went live, we had a cast iron grill pan on here, and it literally snapped right in half. That was the blooper for the day, so.
All right, we're all ready to
Looking
go.
good?
Let's make sure we're live on Facebook.
Still nothing on YouTube.
There must be so many of you guys tuning in, and it's giving us a little delay going on some of the social media accounts. So give us just a moment, and we should have everything up and rolling. We got some cast iron smoking, and again,
Sorry, we need that.
Someone's asking if their website recipes are available on the website.
they are. So like previous weeks, you'll find them all under our virtual events listings, as well as we get ready to debut for next week. I think Monday will be a little bit of a menu review and a debut for the upcoming cooking classes. You can find all of that there as well. So great question, guys. Keep them flowing, especially in this moment of dead time. You're making our job a little bit easier. But as we go through this demonstration today, feel free to inquire. We'll have a few people to feed us some good questions, and then we'll also have an opportunity to wrap those all up on the back end for anybody that hasn't experienced this before with us. Thank you for tuning in.
Good?
Someone's asking a question about when we might open again.
That's a tough one. You know, I wish I was the man that could give you that answer. We will open as soon as the CDC and the state gives us the ability, and I imagine some limited restrictions in doing so. So we are eagerly anticipating that as well. If you could see around me right now, the terrace is a little quiet for a Friday afternoon, but we're happy to have you guys here with us this way, at least for now. But hopefully soon. You know, I wish I could give you a better answer, but soon.
If it were up to us, we would open.
Yeah, we got kids at home, so it might be nice to get away. It might be nice to be up here.
I'd love to get away from kids.
Someone wants to know what Chef is going to do for Mother's Day. And it's not your wife who asked that.
Chef is actually going to be here because we are doing a Mother's Day brunch takeout program. So I'm going to be here in the morning cooking up some food for people to do takeout with. And then I will probably spend the evening barbecuing with my wife and kids for Mother's Day. So
What's the deadline for those takeout orders?
it is today, end of day today. So if you want that, get in quick.
Now.
Are we good?
Perfect.
Yes.
Looks like we got everybody in tune with us.
All right.
Shall we roll?
Let's do this.
All right.
So we got a few dishes we're going to make today. I kind of briefly mentioned, but we're going to do our rolled omelet. That was one of our signature dishes. We are going to do a smoked salmon avocado toast and a New York strip steak and potato hash with a garden herb chimichurri sauce or herb sauce. So first thing we're going to do is kind of go over the omelet. So with the omelet, we do our rolled omelet and we bake it. So I have here an egg and cream mixture. So we do 8 eggs and 2 cups of heavy cream, which is one of the reasons why it's really good.
I was about to say, it makes it fluffy. Add this.
So, and then to do this, so like I said, we bake ours in the oven. Makes it very easy to do for large groups because you can cut it into wedges or slices and do it that way. So first thing we'll do is we are going to spray our baking tray with some nonstick spray. And then we're going to put down some parchment paper. Kind of press that in so use the spray to kind of help it stick to the pan. And then we're going to spray it again.
Thanks for not giving me that.
Yeah. And then we will take that 2 cups of cream and 8 eggs. We're going to pour it into the pan.
I can follow this so far. This is pretty easy.
And then from there, you can season it with salt and pepper. Right on top. A little bit of pepper. And then you could put whatever you wanted in here at this point. If you wanted to do cheese, if you wanted to do prosciutto, if you wanted to put some like julienne ham in there, something like that, you could do that. We're going to use some local goat cheese. So this is Laura Chanel goat cheese from Sonoma. And we're just going to kind of put some chunks of goat cheese in there, which will all kind of melt when we pop this in the oven.
That nice creamy fat of the goat cheese will go really nice with Sauv Blanc. So if anybody's kind of familiar with that, that's a great wine and cheese pairing there. And then that Laura Chanel cheese, speaking from experience, is very mild. So if anybody's not a huge fan of that goat cheese, this will give you a much softer expression there and play really nicely with this big acid of Sauv Blanc.
So then from this point, what we would do is we would pop this in an oven. So 350 degrees or so, and you'd want to put it in there just until the egg sets up and it's not liquidy anymore. So 8 to 10 minutes or so in a home oven. If you have convection oven at home, that works even better. So we would pop that in the oven. I'm just going to set it back here. We have the magic of camera here, so
we wanted to give you guys the view,
right.
obviously,
So
outside again.
We have one of these that has been baked off. And this is what it would look like. It comes out. The egg is just set up. You can slide it right off the sheet tray. And then what you do is you use, just like you would make like a jelly roll or something at home, you use the parchment paper, and it should pop right off. Use that parchment paper to roll it up almost like a jelly roll. And just kind of slide it off.
You make it look so easy, Chef.
It's actually very, if you put enough spray on it, it's very easy.
Okay, there's the trick.
So this would be our omelet. It's got goat cheese, salt and pepper. Like I said, you can put anything in there you want. If you wanted to put prosciutto, ham, any type of cheese you wanted to sprinkle on there would be great. And then you can just cut it in sections. So we do this because it's nice and easy. We do brunch sometimes for 10 people, so we can cut it into 10 sections. Pop them on a plate.
Maybe a little cilantro, some of that chili olive oil. Not here on the table today, but you know, feel free to incorporate at home.
So you could use garnish with whatever you like. You could do herbs. We have a little bit of purslane, which is something that kind of grows crazy in the garden. Really high in omega-3s. We feed it to our chickens. They love it, and it helps with eggs. So we're going to garden with a little purslane. And then we also have some chive blossoms, so chive flowers, and we can just put a few of those on there. You can sprinkle them on.
I think we've talked about those in some previous classes, but really pretty, big punch to it as well. So nice, not only beautiful on the plate, but big aromatics.
And then I like to use our Spanish olive oil because it's nice and rich and creamy. So we would just do a little drizzle of olive oil on that. And that is our rolled omelet. With some Sonoma goat cheese, and then garnish with some herbs or whatever you would like, chive flowers, and a little bit of our Spanish olive oil.
That one's simple. Thank you, Chef.
Yeah.
Again, I think I could do that at home. I think a few of us could get that one going right now.
So let's remove this thing here. Challenge.
Can you make this without a sheet pan?
I mean, you could make a regular omelet and garnish it the same way. This is just really easy to do because you can make one and feed 6 or 7 people off of it. So, but you need a pan to hold everything together. So.
And I like your comment on the jelly roll. It looks beautiful. It's done a different way. I think very easy, but a way most of us don't expect to cook an egg at home too often. This is something we're trying for sure.
So the next dish we're going to do is our smoked salmon toast with avocado. But first, I want to get our steak going for our hash. So I have a New York strip steak here. I'm just going to season that with salt and pepper. And then we're just going to sear that off. Obviously, for those who were around when we started this video today, you saw our grill pan. So we do not have a grill pan today. We're going to use a regular cast iron pan. So a little bit of canola oil in there. And then we're just going to throw this in there and start searing it. Get that going. While that's cooking, we'll do the smoked salmon toast, and then we'll come back to that steak when we do the hash after the toast. So with the multitasker, right, you kind of have to. So with the toast,